Hi, everyone. Thank you for listening to Horror and Heels. If you're wondering how we're making this podcast, we're doing it through Anchor. You can go to Anchor FM to get started. It's free. They have creation tools that allow you to do it right on your phone or your computer. I edit. I'm actually recording this while I'm in my car waiting to go to my next client. They make life so easy. They even distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple, other sites. It helps you upload if you want to make a Patreon or anything. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. I know zero about formatting and doing this and that and the other thing, and Anchor makes it so easy. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. If you want to learn more, go to the Anchor app or anchorfm.com to get started. Thank you and have a great day.
It's not even gonna be funny.
Oh, rabbit hole.
For a doozy of a shitstorm to edit, I am in a mood.
Uh-oh.
So, folks, welcome back to Horror and Heels. I'm Alicia. Jen's here somewhere.
I'm here. Snacking on a meat stick.
Fake meat from Nutrisystem. I'm housing Mentos. And today's episode is what happens when Jen and Alicia just pick a movie. So we had a schedule, and then it was going to be Cape Fear, which I love. But it was feeling a little heavy. Like, that one just makes me feel uneasy. I just wasn't in the mood.
Yeah,
I said, Jen, can we pick
fair.
a new movie? She said, fine. So we started looking for, like, wintry sort of movies.
That
I said,
neither
well,
of us had
pick
seen.
a movie we've never seen.
Yeah.
So we go back to 2019, 2020, and we pick Gretel and Hansel. Which, by the way, my husband tried to go Hansel and Gretel. I go, no, I said what I said.
Yeah.
He goes, but why? I go, I didn't watch the movie to find out. Don't worry. Jen texts me at, I guess it was 7:30-ish your time yesterday. 10:30 my time. Bitch should know I'm asleep. I don't know what she was thinking.
I told you, I know you're asleep. I don't care. I'm texting you anyway, and you're going to answer me in the morning.
Which I did at about 6:30 a.m.
And that's fine.
Yeah, no. It's completely fine. I hadn't tried to watch the movie yet. It was in my game plan for today. And she said, yeah, no, can't do this. I said, that's completely fine. I said, how about you and I just talk about what we're excited for coming out in 2021 and stuff, and just kind of touch base with our audience. She said, well, I stumbled upon Centigrade. Should we try it? I was like, okay. Then I look up the reviews, and I'm like, Jen, this has a 4.2 out of 10%. 10, that ain't good. And Jen's like, well, I'm sure most of the movies we like don't get great ratings. I'm like, yeah, but I think this movie was trying to be good and failed. The movies we're talking about are like the Sharknadoes, the Anacondas. You know what you're getting, and you love it for it. So I text her and I go, I'm putting this on, but I'm telling you, I'm giving it 20 minutes. If it doesn't hook me, I'm dead. Within the first 5 minutes, I wanted these people dead. I didn't care if they lived in this car. This is the problem with the movie Centigrade. They immediately drop you into the middle of the conflict. You don't build up to these characters in any way.
No.
Literally. The opening scene is the two of them waking up in their frozen in car. That's the premise of a movie. A husband and wife, the wife is pregnant, are frozen in a car. You know nothing about them. I don't care about these people. Let them die. Let them freeze in a frozen tundra because they're fucking idiots getting lost in Norway, driving at night, pulling over on the side of the road. Who the fuck cares? The only reason you remotely care is because there's a baby involved, and it didn't hook me at, a baby in a belly.
Yeah.
And the minute I noped out of this movie, I think I made it a little bit further, is when she goes, well, what else do we have to eat? And he shows her a container of chocolates, and she goes, no, we're not eating those. Those are the only things my sister asked us to bring home because they're Americans traveling to Norway. Fuck
Who
that
cares?
boy. This can get our own goddamn chocolates. If I am stuck in a frozen-in car and I'm gonna die, I'm eating everything.
I'm eating them.
Yeah.
Like,
so, didn't make it far enough to give you guys any further reviews on
that's
that.
fair. And Gretel and Hansel was the slowest, most boring thing.
And I had such hope because the girl from Beverly
from It. Yeah.
She couldn't carry it. She didn't even save it.
It's not her fault. It was just boring. It's like, no, like they tell this random story and like the witch had a daughter who was like a witch, and then the story didn't make
it all the way through.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Because I'm like, I can't end it and not say I didn't make it to the end. So I was like, all right, at least make it to the end. I was like, I won't be able to talk about this. I was like, this would be like a 2-minute conversation and we'd be done.
These were my choices. I could continue to watch this movie, or I could take a nap. I chose nap.
That's fair. That is totally fair. I'm not mad at you.
So we decided to just have a basic conversation.
Just about our likes for this year.
What we've seen so far from 2020 and 2021 that we enjoy.
Yeah. What we're looking forward to in 2021.
And what shouldn't be coming out. What shouldn't have been greenlit, but somehow was. And that I suspect will make it onto How Did This Get Made any day now. Including, but not limited to, Centigrade.
Yeah. We need to make our own How Did This Get Made, our little own mini How Did This Get Made episodes.
Paul, Jason, June, get on it. We'll get. I mean, I won't, because I can't make it to the end of the movie, but if you want great commentary on the first
comment on the first 5 minutes
for you.
Yeah.
On me. Also, I have been really, once again, I know I said this last week, loving Taste Buds with Joey DeRosa and Sal Vulcano, but you're both fucking nuts. Cantaloupe and pears are equally delicious. Also, Sal, where is this mythical wonderland where for $1 you're picking all the apples you can? Because out by me, it's $15 for a little pack bag. You get about 8 apples in it, and you're happy for the experience. So please tell me where this mythical $1 all-you-can-eat apple wonderland is, because I'm going.
Maybe that was a podcaster discount.
Maybe. That must be the price they pay when True TV is paying for the Impractical Jokers to go apple picking.
Right.
So, anything? Oh, we both started watching Cecil Hotel on Netflix. I'm enjoying it.
I finished it, so.
I did not, but I don't care. I agree. The hotel manager had pride in her work.
Right?
And I don't know why people are getting down at her about that.
I liked her a lot. I was like, she was just like very proud, even though she worked in a shithole. Because I'd have been complaining. I'd have been like, this place sucks. But she took so much pride in where she worked and like really saw the hotel for what it could have been and was. Yeah. And just really wanted to bring that back. And I can see that. Like, that seems like a challenge for that kind of job where you're like excited and you're like, maybe I can be part of turning this around.
Right.
I don't know why people don't like her.
You can't, sweetheart, but I appreciate that you try.
No. But I think it's because that thing where she's not crying or like, you know, super sad about it. I'm like, I don't know what, I'd be the same way. She didn't have a personal attachment to the girl.
And also, very long ago, like, I'm sorry.
6 years ago?
6 years ago. Yeah, like.
Or 8, might have been 8, because I think it was 2013.
You want me to do math?
Or I don't know. It was 2013, then it was 8 years. Going out. So we do know math, but I don't know what year it happened. I'm thinking 2013.
Sounds good. We'll go with that. But it is a very well done documentary. If you like those type of things, Netflix, go watch it. Also, the new game show on Fox, Cherry's Wild with Jason Biggs. I enjoyed it.
Never heard of it.
I love any trivia show.
Sounds like a slot machine show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically, you answer trivia questions in order to get to earn spins on a big slot machine. So very fun.
Did anybody
I
win?
enjoy it. What else have you been watching?
Did anybody win on that show though?
Oh yeah. Well, only one episode so far, and they won 136,000.
Ooh, I could use that.
Yeah, seriously.
For sure.
I need to figure out how to get on game shows. That needs to be my goal, because as we sit here and watch these and I answer every question correctly, and I'm not saying that to boost myself up. I did not know what Nicki Minaj's fan base is called. I now know they're called Barbies. I assumed Anacondas was a choice, and I chose Anacondas just going off.
That's not an ill-educated guess.
Thank you. But I feel fine because the team that was playing didn't know that Ed Sheeran's people were called Cheerios, or that the Grateful Dead's fan group was called the
Deadheads. That one I know. Ed Sheeran's I did not know.
That's been around for a long time. So, or maybe Jen and I were just too old because, well, her husband knew it. She didn't. She went against him, and he's like, well, I trust you, babe, whatever you want. Listen, man.
See?
It's always not. He was the most supportive, loving, great husband. Like, I'm really happy for this couple. They seem to be very happy together. But sometimes men, I know that we pivoted and men don't want to see as bossy and controlling, but every once in a while, it's okay to say, no, I'm 100% sure we're going with Deadheads. Right. Boom. That's all.
Speak up for yourself. I gotta have that. Like,
yeah,
I need you to be able.
Like you're absolutely wrong, and we're not doing that.
Yeah, I can't. Being with someone who's just like a yes man, I couldn't handle it. Yeah. You need to have opinions and tell me when you think I'm wrong, because I don't do that.
Never am, but I at least want you.
But I at least want you to think that I'm not on occasion.
I think I'm still full from lunch, by the way, and I still proceeded to eat dinner.
Nice. I had my lunch and my snack. I get dinner after this. Even though I just had my meat stick.
For anybody wondering, no, Alicia was not intrigued by Jen's new system meat stick.
She did not appreciate me waving it at her in the camera. Which I don't understand. I was just showing her my meat stick. It's fine. Let's see. What else have I been watching?
I see you have notes. You have notes.
I just wrote down the movies that I was looking for because I don't like pay attention until movies come out. So I wrote down
some I'm very excited about.
Yeah, the horror movies and then some non-horror.
Yeah, I've got both. You know what the thing is? Well, here's the reason why a bunch of these, almost, I would say 60% of my list was supposed to come out in 2020.
Oh, so many. I think most of the movies of 2021, we're going to have like an abundance of movies in 2021 because none of them came out in 2020.
So why don't you get this party started? Tell us your first movie that you're excited about.
I split them between sequels and originals. A lot of sequels I'm looking forward to.
We'll go with an original.
I'll go with an original? Okay. There's one called Dark Harvest that seems like it might be scary.
That's not on mine, but go for it. Got any info on that?
I'm going to look it up right now. It looks like it was based on Norman Partridge's novel. It's set in Halloween of 1963 and centers around the October Boy, a.k.a. Old Hacksaw Face, a.k.a. Sawtooth Jack. Whatever the name, everybody in this small Midwestern town knows who he is. He rises from the cornfields every Halloween, a butcher knife in his hand, and makes his way toward town, where gangs of teenage boys eagerly await their chance to confront the legendary nightmare. Let's see. Peter McCormick knows that killing the October Boy is his one chance to escape a dead-end future in this one-horse town. He's willing to risk everything. So there's a prize, I guess, if you kill the guy.
Oh, okay. Because I
So
was just gonna say, dude,
yeah,
have you never heard of moving?
yeah. So I guess
Okay.
it says the prize is an annual right of life and death. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So that sounds kind of interesting. Hopefully it'll be good. They don't have a trailer or anything for it. What?
Yeah, they didn't have a trailer for a bunch of these. Some they did, but a bunch they didn't. Books based that are coming out. Guillermo del Toro has taken on Nightmare Alley.
I saw that one.
Which is a book about it's Lindsay Gresham's It's 1947. I'm interested to see if he moves up the timeline or keeps it in its period. It is about a man who runs a traveling circus.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I read about that one.
It's going to be fabulous. I mean, it's got Bradley Cooper. It's got William Dafoe. It's got Collette. I mean, it's just Toni Collette, obviously.
Oh, Toni Collette. Oh, United States of Terror. That's what I've been watching too.
Oh yeah, I've wanted to watch that.
I never watched that before. It's really good.
So that I'm very excited about because I'm always excited when book comes to real life. Very funnily.
Did you see that Fear Street trilogy is coming?
Yes. Yes, I did. Very excited about that. And then another book that two other books I'm excited are coming, obviously Dune. So we'll see what happens with that. I have high hopes for Dune. The source material is so good, but sometimes when you're working with such a great source material, we'll see what happens. And then Death on the Nile, Agatha Christie, obviously, Perel, another murder mystery, which I just always enjoy those.
Mm-hmm.
What is your next one?
For an original, it's one called There's Someone Inside Your House.
Okay.
And apparently, regular slasher movie, but in this one, the killer wears a mask of the person they're killing. So that sounds like a high creep factor.
Very, very much.
So I'm kind of excited about that one. Again, not too much information, just basic premise. Yours?
The Forever Purge.
Yes, that was on my sequels list.
I love the Purge movies. One thing that I feel the Purge movies does very well is they take the time to let you know who the characters are. Mm-hmm. You get a feel for. You have teams you're rooting for, and I enjoy that.
Yeah. I didn't like the last one so much, so I hope that they get
Which
it back.
one was that? Anarchy?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one yet.
I think that was the last one, yeah.
I loved Election Year. Just because I thought the old man who was protecting his bodega, his store, I liked him a lot. I thought he was very good in his role.
Yeah. That might be the one I'm thinking of, actually. Election Year. I can't remember. I don't know. There's so many now.
I never remember. I just watched.
I just watched it. There was one that was just highly political, and I was just like,
Oh, yeah. Then I think it was Election Year.
Yeah.
Okay. Your next one?
Megan Fox is coming back to the big screen. She's going to be in a movie called Till Death. And apparently she is handcuffed to her husband, who is dead somehow.
Is it Brian Austin Green?
Right? Wouldn't that be cool? Here, I'll read the description. So, Till Death tells the story of Emma Fox, who is left handcuffed to her dead husband as part of a sickening revenge plot. She must survive 2 hired killers on their way to finish the job.
It sounds like it could be good, but you said the word Megan Fox, so immediately my hope goes low.
Oh, she got a bad rap.
She's going to be topless in half the movie somehow unnecessarily.
She didn't like she didn't want to do any of that. She was against all that stuff, and some being the young person in Hollywood or whatever.
Listen, sometimes when you don't got talent, take your shirt off.
I know. She has like a whole story. Like I felt the same way about her, and then I read her story and I was like, "Oh, like that sucks." It's actually kind of a sad
understand, but
story.
she's not talented. I understand that happened to her, and I feel bad that she got placed into movies where she did. I know, because she's got this whole thing against Michael Bay or whatever, which
Yeah.
she wonders why she doesn't get cast. Probably one of the most popular directors in Hollywood. I'm just saying. But honestly, when your talent is that low, you just got to make up for it somewhere. Like Helen Mirren, beautiful woman. Nobody's ever asked her to take her top off. Her
That
talent
you know of.
What I'm saying, Helen Mirren don't need to. I just love her.
I love Helen Mirren too. Oh yeah.
You would
She's
think
one of my favorites.
it's like, oh yeah, you. Oh, poor Megan Fox. It's okay. You'll be okay, girl. You're
Europe. Yeah, I did Till Death.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's either going to be really good or really bad. It's not going to be in between.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I'm sure we all know will be really good. A Quiet Place Part 2.
Oh yes, that's on my list. Definitely
Very
excited for that.
Cannot wait. And don't worry, ladies. We have heard there will be flashbacks. So Mr. John Krasinski's fabulous face will be back. Don't worry. Don't fear.
I need to go back and watch the first one. I've only seen it once, and that was actually one of the most interesting theater experiences because everyone was quiet.
Yeah.
Like you could hear any kind of popcorn going or any snacks being eaten because everybody was just dead quiet the whole time.
Spoilers if you haven't seen Quiet Place. The scene in which she is walking down the stairs.
Oh.
And she steps on the nail.
Yeah.
To this, I'm saying it now, and there are parts of my body
just tingling.
It's like, have you seen Ready or Not?
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Once again, spoilers for Ready or Not.
I will put all the spoilers in the.
I mean, these aren't huge spoilers; they're not huge plot points that I'm giving away.
No,
either, but just in case, there is a scene where she is climbing a ladder, and on top of the ladder is a nail. Her hand goes right through it, but this bitch, she don't care. I mean, we need to do that movie only because I love everything about it, from Adam Brody walking around drunk with a gun to the coked up daughter.
Oh, it's the comedy. The comedy is so good. The
comedy is A+. Like one of the husbands is like Googling deals with the devil, real or fake. Not the point, and not the at some point in the last 7 years that you've been married into this family might have been a good time to Google. Not now. Now while we're on the hunt.
No.
Not time, buddy.
And then the accidental deaths, and like nobody gives a shit that these innocent people have died. Like, and then the chick that gives her up while she's in the little dumbwaiter. I'm like, you bitch.
Yeah.
What a horrible person. You know what movie that reminded me of? I don't know if you've ever seen it. You're Next.
Yeah, love
that movie.
Like, how was I supposed to know she was some crazy survivalist?
She's like a kick-ass final girl. She's one of my favorite. She's an underrated final girl because nobody talks. I say that and I don't even know her name. I'm gonna look it up real quick because she was awesome. So badass. They weren't ready for it.
They weren't. What's the next on your list?
Let's see. That was the end of my originals. I'm excited for Spiral, which is a Saw
Oh, that's next on my.
sequel. Yep. I love the Saw series. I know that they become more of like outrageous as they go on, but I'm still excited for it because I enjoy them. I just got the Blu-ray set.
Sorry, last on my. Sorry, I stupidly forgot an original. This is what happens when you write things on 2 pages, guys. Last Night in Soho, which Edgar Wright is doing.
Yes. Oh, I meant to put that on my original site. I put it on my sequel site. But yes, I love Edgar Wright, and this is like an actual horror. Shaun of the Dead was more comedy horror. This is like horror.
And I think this is going to be what I really love. I think it's going to be psychological. We know it is. Yeah. It's set in 1960s London. It's going to be psychological. It's going to be a lot of high tension, not really knowing where you're going.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm very excited.
And I heard it flips between present day and 1963. That's what I read. Yeah.
And the cast, I mean, it's got J. Law, so how can you go wrong? I mean, and she looks beautiful in the still I saw of it.
J. Law, Jennifer Lawrence. Yes, sorry, I hadn't read who was in it, so I was like, "Who's J. Law?" Jennifer Lawrence. Gotcha.
Jennifer Lawrence. I also loved her. Oh, what was that movie? Also took place in the late 60s, early 70s. American Hustle.
Yep.
Yes, she was so good in that.
Yeah.
I think she always looks really beautiful to me, but that girl can rock big hair in a
like
face. She just has a fantastic face for big hair. Okay. Oh yes, Spiral from the Book of Saw. I love all the Saws.
Conjuring 3. Super excited for that.
Yeah, it had some long ass name.
Oh yeah, it was like the devil something.
Yeah.
Wait, made me do it. Conjuring 3, the devil made me do it. That's what it was. I was like, excited for that.
You can tell we don't pay for the lettering on marketing material by the length of some of these titles. Spiral from the Book of Saw. I'm sure it's going to be amazing, but goddamn.
Yeah, why do we need whole sentences for titles? Come on, guys.
You know what title did it right, and you know what you're getting? Candyman.
Also, Halloween Kills.
Candyman is being produced by none other than the incomparable Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I love him. I think his aesthetic is great. I think his thought, and it is the original actor playing Candyman, so that's even better. He's reprising his role.
Really? Tony Todd?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Am I completely wrong? Did where I see that?
Oh, that could be true.
Candyman.
I gotta look it up. I love all the research that we do. I'm so bad at this. I'm like,
fair. I saw that in a Watch Mojo clip.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Tony Todd's in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. He's a horror legend. He's in a lot of horror movies. No, Halloween Kills, I already mentioned it, but I am excited for that one.
You had me so worried that I was wrong. Although I feel very strongly that Watch Mojo probably does more research than we do before putting out the video.
I'm trying to get better at it. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Is where I first heard Candyman was coming back, and I got very excited because I hadn't heard it before that. If you're not watching Watch Mojo. And then we said Halloween Kills.
Yep.
Very excited. What I enjoy about this, the Halloween and now Halloween Kills that came out, is they just said, and you kind of gotta love this mindset, fuck it to anything besides the original.
Yep.
None of that shit. And that's kind of the way, with something that's gone on that long, there's really no other way to do it.
Yeah.
You kind of have to. It's just a better way to do it.
Especially for the story they wanted to tell, like none of that other
Right.
stuff would, especially because Lori dies
Yeah.
in, what was it, Resurrection?
Yup. So
Yeah.
I think that's just I enjoy it. I think it's good. And I tell you, I really enjoy Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay.
Oh, she's the best. I could watch her all
I
day,
eat
every day.
Activia because of that lady.
Activia.
Yeah.
I could
It's good enough for Jamie Lee. It's good enough for me.
all day, every day. I could
Yep.
watch her. Oh, and John Carpenter. Oh, based on characters by him. Okay. Danny McBride. I love that Danny McBride wrote these Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Because he's such a comedy guy, but apparently he's a big horror fan, and I think he did an excellent job writing these sequels. Because that Halloween 2018 was so good. I saw it, I think, two or three times in theaters. Because it's so enjoyable. That whole where, you think the daughter's weak and can't fend for herself. And then all of a sudden Michael appears and she's like, gotcha. I was like, oh, did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I loved that. She was badass. Even though she resisted.
Speaking of Danny McBride, if you haven't watched The Righteous Gemstones, go ahead and give that a watch.
I've heard of that one. I heard that was a good one.
Do you have any other horror on your list? I do not.
My last horror actually comes out January 2022, but it's Escape Room 2, because I love the Escape Room movie.
I did not see the Escape Room movie.
Really? Let me see.
We'll do it in April.
Okay. Have you ever been to an escape room?
I have.
I love escape rooms. They're so fun.
I know.
Escape Room 2019. Did you have any other horrors?
No.
Horrors?
I did not.
Okay.
Now, Alicia's got some things to say. Space Jam. No. Stop fucking with my childhood. I don't care how much bank you think LeBron can bring in. Don't care. Don't need it. The original Space Jam was perfection. I can still listen to that song and rock out anytime, anywhere.
Oh yeah. I Believe I Can Fly, or the hip hop one. I was like, wait.
Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam.
Space Jam.
I rock out to I Believe I Can Fly. I don't care.
Space Jam. You know what? We'll put a video in our YouTube page for the Space Jam song, everyone. Don't you worry. I mean, it is clearly a money grab to bank on LeBron's.
Oh, I mean, that's what all these sequels are almost. It's like.
Now, I'm not going to say in the 1990s it was also not a money grab.
Right, because to put Michael Jordan in there.
Popularity, however, it's my childhood and I don't want you fucking with it. Speaking of, did you see there's going to be a family-friendly animated Gremlins movie?
I hate that.
We will not be watching.
First of all, the original Gremlins was family friendly. If you think that wasn't family friendly, your little shit kid shouldn't be watching Gremlins. Like, they just don't let them watch it, because Gremlins does not need to be any more family friendly than it was.
I just want to also paint a picture for you guys that Jen's like sitting up all nice and proper, and Alicia is lounging.
I can barely see her face because
I'm in a recline.
So
there you go. I have reclined so far at this point. By the end of this podcast, I'm just going to be laying flat.
You're going to be looking at the ceiling.
It's getting worse as the moments go on. So yeah, we don't want either of these things.
No, and animated? Why?
Why?
I'm disgusted by. I was disgusted.
The other thing that I do not. I mean, I don't care either way. Do whatever you want. The Suicide Squad.
I was so confused because I saw the. Is that what the difference was? Because I was like, wait, Suicide Squad. this year. I was like, but didn't one come out already? I
Yeah,
was like, there was one.
again. Like 5 or 6 of the cast members are back. The only one I know that I can pick out of a lineup is Margot Robbie. I enjoy her.
Oh, she's great. And the girl from Ready or Not reminds me of her too. She's like a Margot Robbie.
And people said Birds of Prey were very good. I didn't see it. I'm not saying Margot Robbie can't carry a movie. I truly believe she can.
She can.
I believe that they're not giving her great stuff to work with.
That's the thing. Like she can only do so much.
Yeah, but you can't clean up. Listen, if you're at the front of a parade cleanup, but you've still got the elephants, monkeys, and tigers behind you dumping shit,
yeah,
nothing's getting clean, okay?
No, yeah.
It's the same thing. You can be bringing A+ material, but if everybody, including the script, that is just the most convoluted shit you've ever seen, is bringing D material,
right.
You can't do anything with that.
Love chocolate syrup. Add that to a pile of crap. It's not going to make the crap taste better.
Right.
But the chocolate syrup is still amazing.
Okay, so now, Jen, why don't you say something that you are excited for? Let's get us back into a happy place.
All right. I am a big Ryan Reynolds fan, and he is coming out with a movie called Free Guy, where apparently he's a NPC in a video game, and he gains consciousness or self-awareness, and he's trying to get out of this video game, which sounds very Ryan Reynolds and Deadpoolish, and I'm here for it because I love him, and he made me love Deadpool, and so yeah.
Well, the best thing that ever happened to me is just one of my funniest conversations in life. Before Deadpool, as you know, Ryan Reynolds, king of the rom-com.
Oh, yeah.
Heartthrob. Not taking it. Go you, Ryan. This older woman, maybe mid-60s, early 70s, I'm doing her pedicure. She goes, Alicia, I'm going to see Deadpool tonight. And I had known her for a while, so I knew this wasn't her type of movie. I'm not just being ageist.
Mm-hmm.
I go, are you taking one of your grandsons? Because she was a very good grandmother. I could see her maybe sucking it up for them.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no, me and my friend are going. I go, sweetheart, why? She goes, Alicia, it has Ryan Reynolds. I go, do you know anything else? And she's like, no. So I tell her about the movie. She's like, oh, I don't think I want to see that. Yeah. I go, no. Why don't you see if there's a Nicholas Sparks something out? Because I feel like there always is. I'm like, that might be more of your wheel.
That's your speed. That's your speed, ma'am.
She was like, oh, I just wanted to see Ryan Reynolds' handsome face. I'm like,
yeah, you're
rent the proposal again.
Yeah, something. Don't go see Deadpool. Yeah, especially if that's all, because his pretty face.
The only drawer.
Yeah, then you're going to be highly disappointed because he literally loses that face.
But even ugly, he's still fine.
Oh, he's still. It's his personality and his humor. Like, he can make fun of himself. He doesn't act like he's this really hot guy, but he is. But he doesn't act like it, and he can make you laugh. What's her name? Really scored on that one.
Blake Lively. Yeah. Whom, by the way, Blake, call me girl. That's my girl crush. I just wanna brush her hair all day long.
That's serious.
It's just the most gorgeous hair I've ever seen. It's thick. It's super shiny.
Oh, I love shiny hair.
It's just really good hair. Okay. Moving on.
Anyway.
We
went somewhere for a second.
I think I am super excited about In the Heights.
Okay. I did scroll past that one. What was that one about?
So it's Lin-Manuel Miranda, the Broadway play. It is about people in the Heights. working, singing, living, trying to make a better life for themselves. And the original Broadway star, Mr. Anthony Ramos, is reprising his role in the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
And actually, a lot of people are saying this is probably one of the ones that getting pushed off its 2020 release helped it so much, because Disney Plus then dropped Hamilton to their streaming, which we all gobbled up.
Yeah.
I love that they did that, because I loved that play and was just so glad that so many more people were able to experience it, that I never got to see it on Broadway because the tickets were crazy.
Yeah.
So I was glad that it was opened up to the masses, because that's one of the things I love about certain Broadway plays. Like, I loved when Rent the movie came out. I believe Wicked, it doesn't have a firm release date, but I believe that is coming out this year. I love, and I might be wrong, but I know it was the original Broadway production of Into the Woods with Bernadette Peters. It was on Netflix for a very long time. I'm not sure if it still is. I love when live Broadway can come.
Yeah.
Because Hamilton wasn't filmed as a movie.
No.
It is literally just a filming of the Broadway.
Of the play. Well, that's the thing. And like, I knew all the words to Hamilton. My brother would listen to it all the time. So I was really excited because I wanted to see it with the original cast. I was like, even if I got to go see it in LA, it wasn't going to be Lin-Manuel. And I was like, I really want to see these original people that I've been listening to. I want to see how they do it. And it did not disappoint. But Lin-Manuel is a genius, because he's the one that decided to film the taping, or to film the production. And that hadn't been done before. And he filmed it in such a way, the angles are all interesting. It's not just you sitting in one shot, just seeing the stage from afar. You're getting up close to the actors. You're seeing from backstage out to the audience. You're seeing it's very movement. There's action. I thought he did such a good job. And I think he's probably started something where now they're going to be doing that. He was a smart man when it came to his material and what he did with it.
Yeah, and he just seems like, when you watch interviews with him, he seems very cool. Yeah.
Indeed.
What is your next one?
All right, so I'm a huge Emma Stone fan, and she's going to be in Cruella.
Yup.
And I'm excited for that, just because I love Emma Stone, and I want to see how she does a villain type character, because we've never really, she's always like the good girl next door, cute, lovable. So I want to see what she does with the Cruella character. I'm sure she'll still be lovable, but she'll have a little more edge to her, hopefully.
Can you be lovable while trying to kill 101 puppies?
I mean, maybe she won't be trying to kill them in this. I don't know. I haven't seen Maleficent, so I don't know what they did with her. I don't know if she had any kind of humanity to her. No? All right.
But Angelina Jolie, you rock, girl.
Yeah, she
excellent
did.
Maleficent. The King's Man, which is not a sequel, but actually a prequel to The Kingsman.
That's on my list.
I love all those types of movies. Oh, you know what I'm not excited about? Though, we didn't need another Top Gun. We didn't need another Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise.
Stop.
It was great. But we don't need more. We don't. And we certainly don't need 7. It's getting as ridiculous as The Fast and the Furious is.
Oh, that's
apparently
not on my list.
There's a 9 out. It didn't make my list, but apparently it's coming out. Apparently there's like some weird contract where Vin Diesel had to do 10 of them, and then he could basically make whatever he wanted with the company, and I just don't get it. Like, why lock yourself into that kind of deal? But apparently people have said they've been getting better. I'm just...
Who?
I don't know. People.
Oh, they should be drawn and quartered.
I don't watch. I watched one, and for some reason one night, Tokyo Drift. That's what I've seen.
It's weird. It's one of those.
As a person who enjoys Ludacris as a person, I feel like I should have watched the ones with him.
It's fun.
Yeah, probably should have watched the ones with him.
This is one of those franchises. This is one of those franchises that started out as a very serious, legit movie, and then it just keeps getting worse, and like it just starts to make fun of itself. Yeah,
something where they're like jumping out of.
Yeah, there's like bank heists now.
I don't know.
The original idea for it was very good. Paul Walker, oh God, love him. I love that man.
Handsome devil.
Oh, that face was so perfect.
Our boyfriends Drew and Matt over at the Post Credit Podcast, which by the way we did check in with them. They've had some bumps and bruises along the way with the storms in Texas, but they are safe. And they are healthy, and we're wishing them the best as the storm continues and as cleanup continues in their state and area. They did an episode on Varsity Blues, which, as we all know, stars Paul Walker. If you're a big fan of that movie, I think they did a very good job on it, so go ahead and give it a listen.
Very nice.
It made me want to watch Varsity Blues again because
I've never seen it.
Oh.
I know.
Spoilers for Varsity Blues. Paul Walker, very attractive.
Oh, damn it.
Big spoiler. I know.
How dare you spoil that for me?
How dare you? He's so young in it. It's so cute to see.
He was young in Tammy and the T-Rex. Oh my God. I didn't even know he was in that.
What a name of a movie.
Oh, wow. And it lives up to all of what you would think from a title like that. Tammy and the T-Rex. I believe it's on Shudder right now. And Denise Richards. And Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. It's just a hotbed of talent. And... and that's not a knock on any of these actors. It's just... the setup of the movie is so ridiculous. It's actually enjoyable if you like bad movies, like we were talking about earlier.
Did you say Tara Reid?
No, Denise Richards.
That is what you said, and for some reason I still pictured Tara Reid. So sorry, ladies.
Well, she's going to set up. I do want to talk about Kingsman because I'm excited for it. I'm hoping. I love the Kingsman, the first movie. I knew it was going to be good when the credits started and the rocks were tumbling and that was the credits. I was like, okay, this movie's going to rock. And it rocked. I was not happy with the sequel.
You weren't?
No. I thought they tried a little too hard. It's like they knew that they were cool and so then they were trying to be cool, whereas the first one they didn't know how cool it was going to be. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So I'm hoping the Kingsman kind of reels it back a little bit for me.
Gotcha.
It's a Kingsman sequel.
I like it as much as the new one? No. I mean the original.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Sorry.
Okay.
But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go. I did look it up. It does look like there's a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out. But it doesn't. It says it's 2021, but it doesn't have a release date yet. So I guess we'll just go with that.
Be good.
Okay. And who's playing Spider-Man this time? Is it still what's his name?
It's Tom Holland, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Marvel sticks
Tom
with their
Holland,
people.
you are my favorite. So please apologize. That was not a slap at you. I think you are the best of the Spider-Man.
Tom Holland is adorable as Spider-Man. I love it.
Yeah.
There's one coming out called Army of the Dead.
Okay.
It's a zombie thriller about a group of mercenaries who head into the heart of Las Vegas after a zombie outbreak in order to pull off a daring casino heist. Love a casino heist movie, love a zombie movie, so I want to see what happens in this one.
A24 is doing a new one called Saint Maud. I would say if you were a fan of Hereditary and Midsommar, you'll be a fan, and if you weren't, you won't be a fan. That's my guess. Because I sense it'll have a very similar tone.
Probably. I don't know how I feel about Midsummer.
Still can't make a decision. We all know I loved it.
Mm.
But like I said, I love those. Now you had said you had never seen. Have you seen the original Wicker Man?
No.
Okay, we have to do that. And
yeah,
then
that was on our list.
Yeah, it's definitely. See, but can we just do that and not do the remake? Sorry, Nicolas Cage.
I mean, we can always just attach the remake on and talk about it as we deem worthy, if we deem worthy. Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio is doing a satirical movie. That's new for him.
Which one?
That was not sarcasm. It's called Don't Look Up. It's him and J-Law, in a satirical take on the disaster movie. Following a pair of low-level astronomers who discover an approaching comet will destroy the planet and embark on a meteor tour to try to get the world to take them seriously.
Okay.
Interesting.
He also is doing, which I'm excited about, I believe it's going to be on Hulu, The Devil in the White City.
I think I have that on my book list.
It should definitely be on your book list if it wasn't. It is. Yeah.
I've been meaning to read that one for a while.
It's very good. I really don't want to give very much away. Do you know even who it's about?
No, I don't know anything. I just saw the cover and like read the synopsis, but I don't remember anything about it. So
it is very good. Why can't Devil in the White City? It is about one of our first serial killers, Larson. He has the way he writes nonfiction like it is fiction, which is and the book is set against the Chicago World Fair. A lot about like how Ferris made the Ferris wheel. So that's what I like about this book. Holmes, who was our like first serial killer. I'm getting a release date on it now.
Oh, Wicked is coming out this year.
Should be. I mean, Scorsese's doing it, so you know it's going to be good. God, Leo also apparently drinking from the fountain of youth.
Oh, I had a crush on him.
On Growing Pains, of course you did.
Well, I had a crush on him from Titanic and then went back and found out he was on Growing Pains and okay. Disney Channel was showing it. And I was like, oh, yeah. He was cute then, too.
Hulu has not released a date yet.
For what?
For Devil in the White City. What else is on your list? Conjuring 2 is now on Netflix, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I started that one. I mean, I've seen it before.
I think we've said it before, but always just download Just Watch and they'll tell you.
Yep.
Anything.
That's what I've been checking. There's one called Night House that comes out the day before my birthday. Sounds like it might be interesting. It's back to horror, though. It stars Rebecca Hall as a widow who starts to uncover her late husband's secrets following a series of hauntings at the lakeside home he built for her.
The other musical I'm very excited about is West Side Story. Spielberg is doing it. You might have heard me tale about how I was in a town production of it when I was young.
That's amazing.
So I'm very excited about that. And for me, I believe that brings us to the end of Oh, no, it does not bring me to the end of my list.
You and your 2 pages.
I'm in 2 pages. What else is on your list?
I already said Army of the Dead. The last one, it's a kids movie, but the first one was actually really funny, and I liked it.
Sing 2?
What? No, Peter Rabbit.
Oh, okay, because Sing 2 is also coming out. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Did I add that to my list? Piggy Power!
What? Peter Rabbit was like, and it was mixed, so it was live action with animated animals, and it was actually done really well. It was actually really funny, so I'm excited for the second one. I watched it because I was at my friend's place and her kids wanted to watch it, and I was like, fine. And I was like, oh, it's actually very entertaining.
Okay. Now, we all heard me talk about how I refused to watch the Ghostbusters.
I knew you were gonna say Ghostbusters because that was next on my list.
And I still stand by that. I will not watch the remake. And I have to tell you that all of those women singularly, I would watch in anything else. They could read me the dictionary and I would watch it and probably laugh. It's just once again, I don't want the memories that I have of watching Ghostbusters taint. It's like Gremlins. If they remake Gremlins, I'm telling you right now, I'm not watching. I don't care.
No, not based on what they animated and family. No, I'm good.
But what I'm saying is, even if they did like another live action in a few years, I'm not doing it. I don't care. I'm going on the record.
I'll watch it just so that I can knowledgeably say how trash it is.
Just like if they tried to redo the Goonies, not watching it, not doing it. Just saying.
But this Ghostbusters, are you not watching it also?
No, I am.
Okay.
And the reason being is because it's not a remake. It is a continuation. It is a sequel. Dan Aykroyd, Murray will be in it. Cool. And I gotta say, guys, and I think I've gone on record about this a lot, but I'll do it again. God damn you, Paul
Rudd.
You're so fucking sexy. Because he's sneaky sexy.
Yeah.
It creeps up on you.
I saw a photo of him with like the
beard.
A beard?
The beard shot? Because that did some things.
I wasn't ready for that. I was like, oh, wait, what is happening to me? I did not know he could rock the beard look.
Didn't even know he was old enough to grow a beard.
Looks like he stepped off the set of Clueless.
Yeah.
Like,
once again, just tell me the fountain of youth.
I do not understand that man. I think he's aging backwards. Because he doesn't look any effing older. Maybe he just doesn't stress out. Maybe he's just so chill that he doesn't stress or worry about anything. So he just stays looking young. I don't know.
And then, not sexy, but a fantastic actor, Finn Wolfhard. And I'm sure once he's of legal age, he will grow in and become a sexy man. But right now, he's an adorable, lovely child who I find to have great comedic timing. And
oh yes, that one.
I loved him in it. I've seen some episodes of Stranger Things and I enjoy him in those. If only they hadn't cast him, could have been a different relationship for me.
For Stranger Things?
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Winona, I can't look at her face.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, it's why, like, as much as I like Beetlejuice, I very rarely rewatch it because I just can't look.
That's hilarious.
I don't find her enjoyable. I hated her in Edward Scissorhands. I've never been a Winona person. Sorry, Winona.
The kid, Finn, it's funny because he plays like the straight man character in Stranger Things. I'm gonna say he's boring. Like, of all the kids, he's the most boring one. He's like in love with 11 and there's nothing for him there. And I think when it came along, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna just run with this. I think he had so
Of
much.
all the ones, I don't know the kids' names. Like I said, I've only watched it a handful of times. But of the 4 kids that I would have been friends with when I was a kid, like I think our personalities would have been very compatible, like Child, Alicia, and him. The one with the curly hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
He's
does
the
like the
fun one.
Verizon
Everyone loves him.
commercials or something. Who's he?
The one with the teeth missing?
Okay, never focused on that. Sure.
Right.
There's a lot of curly hair.
I'm sure I know who you're talking about, but wait, let me see. I
Well,
can't.
you know what? Instead of me describing him, why don't I just go to Stranger Things and then look at his face and I'll know which
I think
one
it's Dustin. He has an interesting name, Gatton Matarazzo. Yes, that's
we can't be pronouncing that at all right.
Matarazzo? Gatton?
I just want the cast. I'm not doing well with technology today, guys. I'm going to be real honest to everyone.
It's fine.
Guys, you don't come to me because I know my way around technology. I don't know how I feel. So this is way off topic, but there's this new show on NBC coming out called Debris. And
what is it about?
I don't know. It's like sci-fi-ish, I guess. But I'm just saying.
Is it Debris? Like,
yeah, Debris, Debris.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're doing a lot to promote it.
And I haven't seen anything about it.
Yes, then it is. I just looked it up.
Vanilla Jones.
It is definitely
Dustin. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's a cutie.
Yeah. I've seen pictures. I love the stupid hat he wears.
It's a good show.
I know.
Ready for them to bring another season out. But I can only take so much of this because these people keep staying in this town, and I'm like, how do you just go to sleep knowing that there's like creatures around? I don't get it. Their sense of urgency is way off.
I lived in Castle Rock for decades. I never got it.
I would be up and out. But yeah, Ghostbusters was on my list because I would definitely watch.
We all stayed when the Montauk Monster came to shore. It's fun. By the way, if you guys like a good creature feature book, The Montauk Monster by Hunter Shea. Very well done, very quick read, very enjoyable. I enjoyed it because it took place down the road from me, basically. So
nice.
And it's based on real town lore. So I enjoyed all of that.
I'm reading a book right now called The One. It's for my book club. Wow. It's interesting. It's so in this world, there's a dating app that takes your DNA like 23andMe, and they match you with the person you're genetically supposed to be with. So it follows different stories of different couples and their experiences with this. One guy was engaged to a woman, and she's like, we should do match, because they just match naturally by meeting each other. And she's like, oh, we need to do the test to see if we're actually supposed to be together. And he's like, I don't want to. And then so you're looking at their story. There's a story of the woman who actually invented the thing and her match. There's a woman who finds out her match died before she was able to meet him. So there's all these different stories, and one of them, which you find out very quickly in chapter 2, and it's a little startling, is a serial killer, and he matches with this cop. And so, but it's from his perspective, so you're getting all of his like inner monologues and how he thinks, and it's very creepy, but it's a very good book.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Have you finished it?
I need to finish it by tomorrow, but I'm almost done with it. Almost.
I'm actually we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline.
Okay.
I want to be spoiled a little bit, so I'll ask a question in a minute.
Okay.
Like, if people, I know you hate getting spoilers, but if
Yes.
people actively ask you, do you mind giving spoilers?
I usually don't, but for a book, I don't mind. Some movies, it bothers me more, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I kind of got to know how many pages is this book?
I'm listening to the audiobook. It is, so I can tell you how long the listen is. It is.
What is it called? I'll just look up the page count. What is it called?
It's called The One.
The One?
Hmm? Oh,
Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up because
Yeah.
we're quickly devolving.
Next week we start Leprechaun.
Oh yes, Leprechaun month. Woo woo!
Yeah.
Dude, it's only got 512 pages. That's
Yeah.
like,
And the chapters are so short. I'm on chapter 81.
that's not a thing. Don't do that. It's the one by John Mars, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like they're going to turn it into a
512
series.
pages. That's a 2.5 day commitment for me. Okay, maybe I'll read it. But I have to have you answer a question before I do that.
That's fine.
Okay.
So
okay.
Leprechaun month next month. Woot!
We will start with the original, with the incomparable Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, love her.
I love the Leprechaun, guys. Okay. If this
No
was
shame.
the podcast, the villain was right. I'm on Team Leprechaun. Just give him back his fucking gold, people.
Not that hard. That's like, it's like.
I want y'all to know where I stand right now. Team Lep for life.
Yep. All right. All right. I'm gonna save, because I agree with you. I'm gonna save my comparison for when we actually watch it, because
No
I
problem.
would agree.
Okay, and that is all for this week. I feel like we need to tighten this up.
Oh yeah, we will for sure.
We
a lot of editing on this one. It's fine.
No worries. Maybe we'll cut out where I screamed Mentos are not M&Ms. Okay, and that is all. No holidays, nothing to wish anybody a happy anything, right?
Not yet.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, y'all. Have a safe rest of your February. A few days we have left.
Yeah, and we will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.